For your boy Rebel now officially back on the scene, and thank y'all for hanging in there, man, staying in there with me, man. It's been a rough couple of 2 weeks. Family wise, has some losses in the family, very personal, very close, very directly. I appreciate everybody being patient with me. But hey, it's a part of life, and it hurts the most knowing they're not here. So for all those who lost loved ones, I always say love them while they're here. Give them their flowers while they're here. Give them their hugs while they're here. But you gotta be able to maintain. You gotta be able to keep on surviving because they will want you to keep on moving forward. But today I'm bringing y'all a quick little how-to guide. It's not too big, not too small, but pretty much if you haven't heard, you should know by now that Bucky is coming 2.7, and with 2.7 comes a lot of different things, a lot of little different things, but some little major things that we need to know about. So number one, if you're at power level 175 right now, you're good to go. This does not pertain to you. The only thing you're doing is going up 10 more levels. The new power cap is 185. Now with the power cap at 185, that's basically just 10 more points or 10 more levels, whatever the case may be. And it may seem small, may seem real minuscule, not very important. But if you remember when you was up power level 170, you were trying to get to 175, and you did 2 raids in the OLT, or you did 2 raids that week before a reset, and you did probably an event or a cosmic event, vibranium event, the Raider Room event, wherever the case may be, Tachyon event, and you only went up one level. You might go from 170 to 172 or 173, and you done like 4 things. So hopefully they fix that, because used to be a point where you can go from 170 to 173, and then with 173 go to 175 or maybe 174. But with us being only going up 10 points, like I said, first week, first time he drops, everybody gonna want to try to get Bucky maxed out. The way I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting my characters to 185. I think I'm gonna work on Bucky, of course. He's gonna get worked on. Well, I'm definitely gonna be working on getting my characters to 185. I'm gonna knock them out first because they're gonna be the easiest, because they're already gonna be closest to 185. Bucky he's gonna be falling right in the line. So by the time my character's at 185, he'll be 158, 160 hopefully by then. Because right now I'm gonna tell you, if they haven't changed it, if they haven't buffed it or nerfed it, my bad, or nerfed it, when you first starting off, you can come to the vendor, you can get gear. As you can see now, the gear is maxed out at 140, which to me makes no sense for a character that's already at 175. If anything, I should be getting gear at 150. But hey, that's not, that's me. I'm not the developers. I'm not trying to make the game better or nothing, but at the end of the day, the gear is at 140. So basically, if you're playing this Bucky, you're probably going to start off with gear at, 50, 85, where the case may be. You can come back to the vendor, each vendor, which is Utah Badlands, the helicarrier, Wakanda, and of course, you have the substation Pacific Northeast, I believe. Now, do bear with me because my hand control has been acting funny. So you have a substation here you can go check every day. You have 2 actually here. Let me go ahead and show you. So you have Roy right here, and then you have your girl down here, Miss Maddie Cho. When you go visit her, she has gear as well, and she also carries ISOs. Now you come here and get your ISOs, your minor artifacts. Keep in mind, if you're starting off just not playing the game, or you're leveling up and you're below 150, make sure that your minor artifacts, or just basically your ISOs, are maxed out as well. That does increase your power level cap, actually more than what you think, but they max out as of right now at 160. 165. Yeah, it's what, 165. So we're looking at, if we're going for power level 185, these are going to be 175. That's what you're going to be basically looking at. So, and currently in my inventory, because I'm keeping my inventory like this for a reason, because I'm going to pretty much dump whatever I don't need. I know we should be getting new gear, new type of gear sets, new type of perks. But well, not new perks, but different types of perks on different types of gear that might help out. But I'm keeping this around because normally when we have a new character come around or a new event, I dump my inventory. and I dump my inventory. Everything that's below 165, I dump it, and I get the upgrade modules. Like gear like this, I want to keep it so bad because it has precision, valor, and might, and it's for Iron Man. You know, it has a ultimate assistance. Basically, I get a heroic recharge. I get tachyon surge with shock. So be mindful of what you're erasing in your inventory. I will definitely say that. I know a lot of people have made comments, made videos about how a lot of gear is not in the game anymore, and that is totally true. I have gear that I've had since day one, and I will show you that piece of gear as soon as I get rid of this orange ISO. So let me show you.
Oh, fine
Come on.
then.
All right. So like I said, this gear that has been in the game that they no longer make anymore and don't put out anymore. For instance, I had a question about this one time. This right here, the proficient empowerment grip, might, proficiency, and valor. It has an intrinsic burst on it, range, power, shock, and defeating the enemy, pin enemy gives me a damage buff. Let me show you what I mean by they don't make this anymore. See how much that increases? 10% on range, 2% on melee, and 7% on valor. Look how much it took my heroic down by 2,000. Boom, I put it back up there. They don't make that type of gear anymore. There's another one for Iron Man. They don't make this one anymore. This one is a different version like this, but they call it something else. But this one you're not gonna hardly find anymore. This one right here is hard to find, but like I say, they probably don't even make it anymore. But for the most part, this is here to get you to, like I say, for those who are trying to get the power level 175 right now, you have 3 events you can do, which is the 2 raids, elite and regular, and you have your omega level threat. Now, omega level threat, once you get to 160, there's really no point in doing it. You're only going to get gear that's going to match the 160. Now, there was a glitch at one time where the defensive piece would give you a already maxed out piece. You had to play it a couple of times and you would get it. I know I got it for Jane. I looked up on Jane and got it, so that was a plus. But for the most part, those are your events you're gonna have to do every week, guaranteed to level you up. Your minor ISOs were basically your minor artifacts, and then your gear itself. So with Bucky coming out, going to power level 185, make sure you keep in mind, if you're not at 175, like I have all my characters at 175, make sure you want to get to 175 or close to it. Now when Bucky comes, more likely he's going to be in this slot right here. That's where Bucky's going to be at. Now I'm very excited for Bucky, but I know for a fact I'm going to have to make sure I get these guys to 185. Because what's going to happen is if you wind up getting Bucky, trying to catch him up to what these guys are already, then you're gonna be in the trend of strictly working on Bucky, and that's totally fine. Do what you got to do. Me personally, this is me, and I'm gonna work. I'm gonna play with every character to do what I got to do to get them up. I'll be playing random. I know there's a lot of people been sending me invites. They want to play with me. Y'all got to understand something. My mind isn't there, man. I really have just been focusing on. I'll play a little bit and go to sleep. That one thing I haven't been doing. I noticed I haven't been doing was sleeping and getting any rest. I work 12-hour shifts and then boom, I will come home and play the game for 8 hours and sleep for 4 and have to go back out there and try to catch criminals and try not to get shot and stuff like that. So that was not working for me. So if I'm not playing, you know, I'm not, accepting your invites and like that. Do not take it personally, seriously. I know you probably gonna do rage, you want to do stuff like that. That's fine. If I have the time to do it, I will. Just take note. I put my kids on the bus between 7:04, and 8:15. When I come back in the house, I might just be in the harm room for the most part, and then that's it. I'm shutting it down. I'm actually getting some actual sleep. By the time they get home at 2:30, I'm up. I'm in dad mode. It's rare I might play. That coupled with the fact that I need new content for the game. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I definitely need new content for the game. But I am getting back to slowly but surely, You know, if you need help doing a mission or something like that, send me a message to go along with what you're doing. You know, send me a message first, then send me the invite, and I'll definitely let you know. 9 times out of 10, if it's a raid and you want to go through the raid, that's fine. We can go through it. I'll choose who you got, who you see now, Iron Man or Hulk. These are my two mains. Of course, Hawkeye my main for a raid. My Black Widow, she's nasty. My Jane, she's ridiculous. You know, so I have some characters that can do carries. If you need a carry, just send me a message. Say, hey, I need a carry for the raid, which raid it is, and anything after 8:30, like I said, I'll be up for at least 1 or 2 raids. That's it. Other than that, I gotta get some sleep. I got to, because my mind has been torn in so many places. But other than that, 2.7 is coming out. Bucky's coming. He looks great. He looks good. I can't wait to play as him. I can't wait for this new power level cap, because obviously we're going to need it due to the fact that, you know, as of right now, they have a mission, which is the Monica mission, that where if you go to it, increase the challenge level, it's at 185. Well, currently we're not at 185, and I'm still dominating this mission. So that's the crazy part. But hey, thank y'all for watching. Thank you for being on the scene with your boy Rev, not official, back on the scene. Make sure you hit the like button for me. I definitely appreciate that. It helps the channel keep going, keeps it in rotation, the algorithm, and please, by all means, hit the sub button for me. Know better, do better, be better, and as always, deuces.